Sunday. Happy 17th day of May. Happy day 137 of the year. How are you feeling this morning? How did you wake up? Hopefully it is a beautiful day wherever you are in the world. It is a gorgeous blue sky sunny day here in Athens. I'm enjoying the weekend. Taking it a little slow today, being yin, well, as yin as I can possibly be in a busy city. So hopefully there's some rest and relaxation available to you on this Sunday as well. That's what the weekends are all about. As I said, we're on day 137 of the year, and according to 365 Tao by Deng Ming Tao, our word for today is vulnerabilities. So grab your books, grab your journal and something to write with. Find a nice quiet and comfy place where you're not going to be disturbed for the next 15 minutes or so while we read together. Take a nice deep breath in with a long exhale out to down-regulate your system. Get nice and relaxed and ready to read together on the subject of vulnerabilities. A warrior takes every person as an adversary. He sees all their vulnerable points and trains to eliminate his own. A sage has no vulnerable points. A warrior takes everyone as a potential adversary. He assesses each person that he meets for their strengths and weaknesses, and he places himself strategically. No confrontation is ever a surprise. Protection, competition, honor, and righteousness are his principles. He is the weapon. Therefore, a warrior trains body and mind to perfection. He knows that the average person has hundreds of points where death can enter. For himself, he seeks to eliminate as many of his own vulnerabilities as possible. In combat, he defends 1 or 2 points, and the rest of his attention is devoted to strategy and offense. Yet no warrior can eliminate all vulnerable points. Even for a champion, there is always at least one. And being in Greece right now, I'm thinking of your Achilles heel. If you know the story of Achilles, he was such a warrior. He had no vulnerable points except a very, very small one on his heel. So as it says here, no warrior can eliminate all vulnerable points. Even for a champion, there is always at least one. Only the way of the sage eliminates all weaknesses. It is said that the sage has no points for death to enter. This makes the sage, who is perfect in Tao, superior to the warrior, who is merely skilled in Tao. The warrior accepts death, but does not go beyond it. The sage goes beyond concepts of protection, competition, honor, and righteousness, and has no fear of death. The sage knows that nothing dies, that life is mere illusion. Life is but one dream flowing into another. Wow, it's quite an interesting passage to start our day here on Sunday morning, and I really love the last sentence, even though it feels like quite different from the rest of the reading. Life is but one dream flowing into another, right? And I love how Tao often uses the metaphor of water and flowing. And if you think about the cycles that we keep referring to in the Tao as well, cycles are constantly turning, they're constantly flowing into one another, right? So life is, such a cycle. One dream flowing into another, just like life. And it's pretty interesting here as well to think about, as I'm in Greece, thinking about the Achilles heel. Perhaps that's something that you want to sit and contemplate this morning. It could be part of your meditation. It could be something that you want to write about in your journal. Have a think about, what is your Achilles heel? What's a weakness for you? Or as it says here today, a vulnerability. Take a few moments to think about yourself, not just in the physical sense, but perhaps mentally, emotionally. Do you have a weakness? Does something really set you off? Is there something that you're trying to work on and improve in your personal life, or in your behavior and your emotional intelligence, all those kind of things? Sit and think about that term vulnerability, and think about how that applies to you, and if there's something that you're working on or something that pops into your mind when I say that word. meditate on it for a few minutes, and then perhaps write about it in your journal as your prompt. But I also really love this last sentence, and this is just something so cyclical and so flowy and water-like to think about as life in general. Life is but one dream flowing into another. That could be another beautiful meditation for you on this gorgeous Sunday morning as well. So thank you so much for being here for 137 days. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful Sunday, and I will check in with you tomorrow. Bye.